This is Captain Pinheiro of the Ennis McCready. Surprised you knew how to find us, but it's always nice to hear from our friends in the UIU.
I'm full of surprises today, Captain. As I suspect, you're aware. We sent teams to investigate Area 12 in West Virginia. However, now the facility is in full lockdown. Nobody can get in or out. Lost a lot of people. But I have eyes inside. My team has discovered evidence of a large Foundation plot, all connected to biological weapons testing at NSIS-4. Something called the Vector Program. Uploading details now.
That is disturbing, UIU. We've been observing the science outpost NSIS-4 for a month now. Ships were coming in, but not a single one has left in all that time. We detected a Foundation vessel not on the books nearby, but a few days ago we lost contact. Enoch arrived a few hours ago to investigate. Kanzir told us to hold. Guess now we know why.
Yes, I've spoken to your superiors and requested authorization to execute fault line protocols. Pentagram, the SIS, the SCP have all consented. But Ganzer wants proof before signing off. That's where you come in.
I see. Well, I guess that makes our orders clear. You get all that, Enoch?
Loud and clear, Captain.
Be careful out there. We'll hold the light.
And we will watch the dark.
I welcome you all to the .16 update for SCP-5K. What's up, people? One Nut Punch here. Going to be showing off snippets and different parts, as well as mostly dialogue in this video of my experience playing SCP-5K, the new rework of Antarctica's level and campaign. The other thing I wanted to let people know is that I had to stop at a specific point because my character did kick the bucket due to a big kind of guy, let's just say, towards the end of the video, and I'll go ahead and talk about that as we continue on.
Alright, Enoch. This is a reconnaissance mission. Get inside, find evidence to corroborate the UIU intel, get out. Specifically anything related to the Vector Program. Apparently the Foundation has been using this outpost for bioweapon field tests. We'll start with the shipping warehouse and go from there.
Copy. The whole station will be turned upside down, if necessary. Not like the Foundation leave evidence behind.
Right, but it seems to me they left in a hurry. If that's true, we might be catching them red-handed.
They do like their secrets.
Now, I can't say for certain if there's any brand new weapons in the game, but as far as I know, the Antarctica mission has been completely changed and reworked for an entire campaign rather than just going in, finding generators, turning them on, and fighting a bunch of SCP zombies.
Visibility's about to get real low. That thunderstorm in the south is getting bigger and headed our way. Keep heading south. You should make it to the docks without getting lost.
That being said, however, I'm going to show off as much as I can when it comes down to the first part, and the second part when I get past the one thing that you will see at the end of the video, then I will be able to show off more of that and what will happen inside of the buildings that you have to access as you progress throughout the entire game. They added a couple new features which I will show off, however, that'll be later on, but right now we're going to go through the entire storm using the string to be able to find the research base in the Antarctica level.
This gate is chained from the outside.
Cool, to waste time hunting for keys. Safety off.
As you can see, the Antarctica level has completely changed. Instead of a doorway, or rather running around after opening up the gate, you can go up a ladder and that will take you inside of an actual building. And then once this happens, you do have a couple of issues. And one of the things inside this game that they created, or they added, was called memetics. And this is actually like a night vision. I did not know this when I initially played it because this was my first session. And when I actually realized what I was supposed to be doing, it was a whole lot more streamlined and easier to know where to go.
Got a trail of blood here, but no bodies. Looks old.
Comforting. Let's see where it takes us.
Found a manifest. Looks like someone named Marcus took the liberty of redacting it for us. Foundation personnel?
Marcus? Interesting. No, he's a communications technician for NSIS-4. Spoken to him a few times over the radio. Anything about the Vector Program?
Unclear. Got a serial number here for an unusually large container. Item number 610 Victor X-Ray 3. Came in from Area 12.
That isn't what it sounds like. Head downstairs and check the warehouse inventory.
Yeah, copy.
Initially, when you get down here, you're supposedly using the Memetics trail, but I didn't know this because the prompt didn't actually pop up until after I got out of the building, ran around to the generators, and came all the way back to where they tell me, press N for the Memetics to actually be useful.
Found it. Mostly lab equipment. The containers addressed to Foundation sites were incoming, filled with empty specimen canisters.
I doubt outgoing canisters were empty. What would you be making at the bottom of the world? Any info about the large container from the manifest?
Not on the list, but I do see a hospital delivery on the same day from Marcus.
Marcus seems pretty involved in the day-to-day shipping of suspicious cargo for a communications technician. Getting unusual transfig readings around you. Check your memetic vision.
Yeah, we got a memetic trail here.
Follow the trail and maybe we'll find this missing container.
Maybe we'll find Marcus. Let the hunt begin.
So at this point, when you start going through the trail, you're supposedly using the N button, like November, and you'd be going through finding these like footsteps, maybe some of these ghosts, and it kind of reminds me of Echoes in Division 2, to where they kind of watched something that played out a while ago, but the people that were either once alive or not, or maybe they were alive, they just show past events. So that's technically what the memetics are. They follow trails, they have ghosts, and they have basically what the events took place prior before the UIU and other organizations decided to see what happened at the Antarctica base. Now this is what the new mechanic looks like with the memetics. As you can see here, you have these footsteps in the snow, everything is dark like night vision, and you have ghosts that are around you. Some of them don't talk because they're just kind of like walking. You know how in walking it's one full motion, and sometimes in picture mode it's just a standstill. It kind of looks like that until you reach the ghost and then they disappear. Once they disappear, you could find other ghosts that are around, and sometimes you'll get to a voice line or dialogue where they're talking to each other, and they will kind of like blip into one another or go to different spots in still mode.
Marcus? Marcus, where were you? Power's still down.
Joel was gone. Maybe he's the one who was working with the Foundation.
What?
Do you have your revolver on you?
Wait, what do you mean gone?
I can take care of this. Just hand me the gun.
Let's head back to the house and regroup.
The only way we don't freeze to death is if you give me that gun, and I get these jennies up and running. That is the only way we get to the snowcats and get the hell out of here.
What's going on, Marcus? Tell me the truth. The hell was that?
David, run!
Okay, I think the memetic ghosts want us to find something here. They just locked the doors.
Looks like it. That whole building just lit up on my screen. Look around, see what you can find.
Looks like civilians are trying to open the south gate and take a snowcat patrol base.
No way they made it to the Norwegians. The whole base is past the mountains.
And the gate is still closed. Looks like they were still searching for the generator key.
Once you go over inside the kitchen room and you find Marcus's tape, it'll actually have a dialogue start to play upstairs inside the room that you normally open up the door and find the man with basically half a head. Once you do that, then you go through memetics and you'll see what happens as prior to when Marcus and Justine were actually talking to each other before she left for the generator room.
Beat the gun off of me! David! David!
Marcus? Marcus, what happened? Where is David? Marcus!
I didn't mean to. It all happened so fast. They told me to man the radio. Turn it off after every transmission. Keep the shipments moving. Tell everyone we were fine. Don't let anyone live.
What? You were helping them? This whole time? Marcus, all of our friends!
I needed the money. I didn't know.
I'm going to flip the power transfer switch to turn on the gate. If that doesn't work, I'll find the generator key and restart the power myself.
Don't go, please.
I'd rather freeze to death. If there's a chance of reaching the Norwegian troll base, then stay here with you a second longer.
Justine, it's too far south. Those monsters are out there.
Yeah, well, there are monsters in here too.
So, this container is likely at the hospital, and Miss Justine went after the generator key.
Yeah, it's a weaker signal, but her transference might be just strong enough to follow.
Magnetic vision on.
Now let's go ahead and talk about the new enemies you'll be fighting when you get into the new rework of Antarctica. What they have is the new SCP-610, and there's two different versions of them, I'll just say for now. When you fight this guy, he'll shoot tentacles at you, and it'll do like tick damage. So if you stay in that stuff for long enough, it'll keep constantly hitting you until it's gone. The other thing is when you do kill them, they will drop to the ground, and sometimes they won't be fully dead. They'll come back to life and attack you from behind. Other times they'll sit there and try to smack you or charge at you, but mainly they'll use the tentacle and try to shoot the ground, kind of like a earthquake or like a shockwave at you. And like I said, it'll do tick damage, and sometimes these guys will pop up in the snow and attack you like in a corner when you least expect it. So what I did was I went with the Mark 18, and I would just go single fire, and it works sometimes. I think maybe about 3 to 7 shots before they drop to the ground. I don't know if they have a weak point, like shooting them in the head. Mainly just shot them in the body because, you know, it's everything, and I didn't really have much of a clear target as to what would be the critical area.
Generator power transferred.
You should be able to open the gate now. There's a button inside the gatehouse.
Now, I said earlier that there will be 2 different types of SCP-610. There'll be a small version, as you see these guys shooting at me with their tentacle stuff, while the other guy behind this gate is a bigger version of them. This guy actually killed me at the end, which is why I'm going to end part 1 here when you hear the end of the dialogue of the captain and Enoch talking to each other. So in terms of what to do when it comes down to the big 610, as you see here, I don't know exactly what to do, but I probably did not have enough ammunition to deal with them. For example, I had the Mark 18, and I shot him about maybe 3 magazines worth of ammunition. It does look like he gets stunned for a little while when you shoot him enough rounds. That being said, I'm not sure if you could actually kill him. He might be immortal. He might just take more ammunition. I'm not really entirely sure. But anyway, this will be the end of the first part of SCP-5K, the Antarctica rework. Thanks for watching as per usual, and I'll see you later next one.
Looks like you're right, Captain. They left in a hurry. There was a fight. The whole place is fortified.
Foundation came in under the shell company L&T Biotech, set up a research center as their HQ, and then made the hospital their lab.
Civilians became their D-class.
Right, but something clearly went wrong. This could be a real opportunity for us. When people panic,